If you think you're too busy to start an online business, or you're worried you don't have the skills or experience to make it work, I need you to watch this entire video because I'm going to show you exactly how to fit a profitable online business into your already packed schedule, even if you're working full-time, even if you've never done anything like this before, and even if you only have a couple of hours a day. And then you're going to hear from someone who did exactly that. A single mom in her 50s, working over 70 hours a week, who completely transformed her life. So stick with me, because this could be the answer you've been looking for. Before we get started, if we haven't met yet, I'm Deb, I'm 55, and I help people in their 50s who are tired of working long hours with not much to show for it to discover simple ways to make money online that bring them time freedom and peace of mind by learning new skills that teach them how to earn online. Let me start by addressing the biggest objection I hear from people in their 50s who are still working full-time. I don't have the time for this. And I get it. You're already exhausted from your job. You've got family responsibilities. Maybe you're caring for aging parents or helping with grandkids. Your schedule is maxed out. The last thing you need is another commitment. But here's what I've learned. It's not about having more time. It's about using the time you already have differently. Think about it. How much time do you spend scrolling on social media each day, or watching TV in the evening, or even sitting in your car during your lunch break, doing nothing because you're just trying to decompress? What if you could redirect just 2 hours of that time towards building something that could eventually free you from your 9 to 5? The Master Resell Rights business model I'm talking about is specifically designed for people who don't have endless amounts of time. It's built around a simple, structured 2-hour daily workflow. Not 8 hours, not 4 hours, just 2. And those 2 hours don't even have to be consecutive. You could do 30 minutes in the morning before work, 30 minutes during your lunch break, and an hour in the evening. Or maybe you wake up an hour early and knock out an hour before the day starts, then finish the other hour after dinner. Now let's talk about the I don't have experience concern. Because here's the truth, most people who succeed with this model had zero experience when they started. They didn't know anything about digital marketing, automation, sales funnels, or building online businesses. They were complete beginners. And that's actually okay, because the Master Resell Rights program is designed for beginners. Here's what makes this business model beginner-friendly. Done-for-you products. You're not creating products from scratch. Everything is already created, already proven, and ready to sell. Pre-built systems, your website, your sales pages, your email sequence, all of it is built for you. You just connect your payment processor and you're ready to go. Step-by-step training. You're not figuring this out on your own. The program walks you through every single step, from setting up your business to creating content to making your first sale. Live coaching and community support. This is big. You have access to weekly coaching calls where you can ask your questions, get feedback, and learn from people who are already doing this successfully. Tech support. When you get stuck, and you will, because we all do, there's help available. You're not alone in this. The point is this. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to be a marketing expert. You don't need to have all the answers before you start. You just need to be willing to follow instructions, show up consistently, and trust the process. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you this is effortless. It's not. You will have to learn new things. You will feel overwhelmed at times. You'll probably want to quit when something doesn't work the first time. But here's what I want you to remember. Every single person who's built a successful online business felt exactly the same way when they started. The difference between the people who succeed and the people who don't isn't talent or experience or luck. It's simply this. The ones who succeed didn't give up. And when you're working just 2 hours a day, following a proven system with step-by-step instructions and support, it's a lot easier to stick with it. You're not burning yourself out. You're not sacrificing your entire life. You're just showing up consistently, doing the work, and building something that could completely change your future. Now, instead of just hearing this from me, I want you to hear from somebody who's done this. This is Amy. She's a single mom in her 50s who was working over 70 hours a week at 2 jobs with no experience in online business. She discovered this exact model, followed the 2-hour daily workflow, and completely transformed her life. Here's her story.
10 weeks ago, I was searching for a way to get out of my 2 jobs, working 70 hours a week. A couple things that I really, really wanted, which was to quit working 70 hours a week, of course, but I really wanted my time back with my kids. So I've always been a grinder. I've always worked, but it's most of the time was 2 jobs. So I turned 50. I knew I had to do something different. My daughter was going to be a senior, and reality really just kind of smacked me and said, "What are you going to do now?" And I knew I was just getting so tired that I needed to do something different. I needed to take control again of my life. So, long story short, I jumped on TikTok and started seeing all of the online businesses make money online. And I did my investigations. So, long story short, and again, working 70 hours a week, I needed something that I didn't have to invest a lot of time in. So the 2-hour workday really worked for me and what I had going on at the time. I sent in my personal information so they would build the website for me. They built the website. I got it back in 12 hours. Few short days after that, I earned that money back, my initial investment. And fast forward 5 weeks, I was still working 70 hours a week. And on that 5th week, I said, I've earned enough that I can quit my part-time job. So yes, yes. Oh my gosh, such a relief. I was able to give more time and more energy to the program. And that's exactly what I did. And I just seen it coming and more and more and more. And that's when I said, you know what? I'm going to get rid of my full time. When I started, I initially said, I'm going to do it for 3 years. That was my timeline. And then I moved my 3 years to 1 year. By the time my daughter graduated high school, that was going to be the time that I quit my full-time salary position. But I was earning so quickly. So I moved it down to 6 months, and then I went down to 3 months. I did it in 8 weeks. 8 weeks. See, at that point, I had earned quite a bit, and I said enough. And it was like an elephant had been lifted off of my chest. And I put in my resignation at 8 weeks for not one, but 2 jobs, guys, 2 jobs. And I got my family back full time. To date, I am well over 5 figures. I've got my freedom. For anybody out there doubting themselves or saying, I work too much, I'm a single mom, I'm this, I'm that, please just look at my story and realize that it is there for you. You can obtain it. If I had one piece of advice for somebody that wanted to purchase but was on the fence or had any doubt, that would be to just believe in yourself. Believe that you deserve it. Believe that you can do it, because if you doubt yourself, you're always going to stay right where you're at. You're never going to move forward. And just the sheer belief in yourself is going to make you successful no matter what.
So here's what I want you to do right now. If Amy's story resonated with you, if you saw yourself in her struggles, and you felt that maybe, just maybe, this could work for you, then I want you to take the next step. Grab my Freedom Formula Blueprint. It's linked right below this video. This blueprint breaks down the exact system that we're using, the same system that thousands of people in their 50s and beyond are using to build income streams that are replacing their full-time job. It shows you step by step how to get started, even if you're working full-time right now, and even if you have no experience. And if you want to see the full picture of how this business model works, I also have a free class that walks you through everything: the products, the automation, the marketing, the income potential. Both of these resources are completely free. The links are in the description below. Look, I know you're busy. I know you're tired. I know the idea of starting something new feels overwhelming when you're already stretched thin. But here's what I need you to think about. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Is that really how you want to spend the next 10, 15, 20 years? You have a choice right now. You can close this video, go back to scrolling, and forget you ever watched it. Or you can decide that today is the day things start to change. 2 hours a day. That's all it takes to start building a different future. Amy did it working 70 plus hours a week as a single mom with no experience. If she can do it, so can you. So grab that blueprint. The link is in the description below. Take the first step. Let's build the life you've been dreaming about. One last thing. If you want to learn how to build your retirement income online, you'll want to watch this video right here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.